Hello everyone, I'm glad you can be here with me. I'm Mr. Kitten, and I am back with some more Reawakening. This is going to be a bit of a different video, because I want to show off all the secrets / Easter eggs that are in Reawakening. Now, this might not be every single Easter egg, there might have been ones that I missed, but these are just the ones that I know. Also, this is version 2.0, so there's going to be some new maps included, but I guess we should just get right into it. And there's no main menu music, to my knowledge. I can go to the options. Menu music, this was added, but I think it's broken. No matter what I do, I can't get menu music, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for a workaround with that. But anyways, let's get into the Easter eggs. Alright, so this is the first Easter egg. It's kind of next to this open vent space. But what you gotta do is, you gotta go up here, gotta go up these stairs, which I'm struggling to do for some reason. And this looks like a normal wall, right? Nope. It's invisible. I don't know what that thing is down there, but we can walk all the way over here. And there's a little secret over here. Let's look at it. And here's one of the Easter eggs. Just a bunch of OCs, or whatever, dancing. I guess you can join them. Yeah, everyone's just dancing and having a good time. Alright, so that's one of the Easter eggs. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, Easter egg number 2. We are in the Dark Cave, everyone's favorite place to get lost in the darkness. Now, this one is found near the entrance. I think this is the entrance when you come here in the campaign, but there's something special about this pillar. If you look behind it, you'll see a Sean and Santa Coon sprite. That's very nice. I believe this is in the original Slendytubbies 3 in Secret Center Remastered, but it was placed here. And the next Easter egg is actually in the Dark Cave, just somewhere else, so let's get to it. Alright, and now the next Easter egg is, strangely enough, at the end of the cave system. Normally in the campaign mode, you would go up here, and then you would drop down here and escape Cave Tubby. But, right now, it's just an invisible wall. You can't pass through it, but you can't go back either, so yeah, going here is kind of pointless. But if you clip through the ground, which I can do right here, not only will the world will glitch out, but you can find a little dance party with Aiden and the Dark Emperor, the enemies here. And I don't think they're working right. Something weird happened with them. But they're still dancing. A lot of dance parties hidden, but anyways, enough of this dark, damp place. Let's go to somewhere calmer. Alright, well, we're here in the place that I said was going to be calmer, but like Electric Hell is only calm with how big the map is. But what you're looking for is this building right up here. Not like it makes a difference since all the buildings look the same, but something special up here. So if we give ourselves the ability to fly, we can go up there. You can probably hear the music. If we go up here, there's whatever this is. Yeah, I guess I feel a little bit uncomfortable looking at this, but it's yet another dance party. I don't know how many more dance parties are left. I think at least one more, but I don't know. Well, they're just jamming out here. So, it's time to leave and go to the next Easter egg. Alright, here we are at the next location, the base. Now, this is actually the map that I did the first Reawakening video on, except it was redesigned, and we also Sonic, but that's not the point of this. If we go down here, there's a bit of a laboratory, I guess. Also a giant saw. Now, I'm not too familiar with this place, but if we go over here, we have, I don't know, like a control system, but there's my PFP. Now, the reason for this is because in the first episode, I climbed up on, oh, I don't know what it was, just some random things, and I looked into a box on top of that, and I said, you know what, it'd be weird if Toni put an Easter egg there, and he put an Easter egg there. But since the map was redesigned, he just placed it right here, but I'm not complaining, I'm just sitting right there. Alright, there's one more Easter egg, so let's get to it. Well, on this map, I mean. Alright, so the next Easter egg is right up along here. That's actually the laboratory that we were just in. And we need to climb up, so go up here, crouch below that. Then there will be another little sprite. It's right there. I'm guessing that's a sprite for Toni, the creator of the game. And yeah, he's just chilling here. His sprite was in the original base, and both of those Easter eggs are moved to here, the new revamped version. So that's it for this place. Now let's see where we go to next. Alright, and here we are at Crossroads. Now this is a map that I haven't done a video on yet, but seems to be something from Roblox. But I bet you can hear that. Might sound a little familiar, but let's go have a look. We have a little TV screen. And what I believe this to be is Matthias and Tartanos have their own chromatics, and they're singing Power Down from Mario's Madness. So, they're just having a rap battle. I don't know why this is hidden here, but I mean, it's really cool. Sounds nice as well. Alright, well, now, so you can hear me clearer, let's go to the next Easter egg. Alright, here we are in a map that I haven't been to in a while, DE_Dust2. Bit of a weird name, but anyways, it seems that a new ambience was given since it sounds like it's a lot louder than it was when I was here last time, but Easter egg is right here. Now, I was not made aware of this Easter egg by any means. I just found it on my own, and I can't get up here for whatever reason, so I'll just do this. I think the goal is to get on these boxes, and you'll see a Discord message. Now, I'm gonna fly so I can be able to read it better. I don't know where this Discord message comes from, but it's here for whatever reason. I don't know why he's here either. Can't really do anything with it. So that's for DE_Dust2. And let's get out of here. This ambience is pretty loud. I actually forgot that this was an Easter egg. This is DE_Dust2 at night. This might be found at day, though. It might only be night, but whatever. We go down here into this little underground area. We can take a look at this. Now, I'm not sure what this is, but I think it has something to do with Zrainer, one of the soundtrack composers. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. But there's this little thing here, and it produces music. Very nice music. Alright, I guess that'll be it for these sandy plains, so let's look elsewhere. And here we are at a long-forgotten land. I haven't been here in a while. And thankfully, I'm doing this all in sandbox mode, so I don't have to face off against, like, 5 enemies. But anyways, I have no idea if this applies to just Reawakening, or if this applies to Slendytubbies 3, because this is basically just the reject facility, but normally, you can't go past these walls. Obviously, they're walls. But since I have powers that I was given, I can just, boop, phase right through, and drop down. And there's this interesting structure out here. Now, it kind of reminds me of a structure I saw in Project Rebirth Reborn. Never thought I'd say that, those string of words again, but reminds me of a map, Second Base, with a mutilated newborn, or whatever it was. I have no idea why this was out here. Maybe part of the map, it was placed out here and then scrapped, forgotten about. But yeah, here it is. Don't know. Might be in Slendytubbies 3, but I'm not sure. Anyways, this is an interesting little piece, but on to the next place. And here we are at TubbyCraft. Now, I was here not too long ago, and I did comment on some stuff, like how there's a lot of hidden stuff underneath the map, but there's something that I didn't see. And apparently you can't get there normally because there's an invisible wall. So let's just get past that, but over here by the far side of the lake, there's this. Maybe a hidden cave? I don't know. But, oh, that doesn't have collision. Thank goodness I can save myself. I don't know what this is, and there's no collision there either, so I don't know why this is here. Just thought it'd be interesting to point it out. But there is another Easter egg here, and it's on the other side of the map, so let me just cut to when I get there. Oops. Alright, here we are on top of a big mountain, and our goal is to make it up there. So let's just do this, and we see an announcer head, which I believe this was in the original TubbyCraft. I don't really know what its purpose was. I think it rickrolled you. I think that was the only purpose. But for some reason, if I try and drop down here, there's no collision. Except when I was messing around with this, I found something out. There's collision up here. And I got bounced up. Now, if you hit the right spot, you can bounce up. See, isn't that cool? Very odd. But yeah, you can have a little trampoline. Nice. I never thought you'd be able to have a trampoline. And I fell. Well, anyways, that's it for TubbyCraft, and oh, I guess I'm stuck inside the mountain. Well, good thing I can just leave and go to the next Easter egg, which is what we're doing. Alright, here we are, the classic mainland. Except, this doesn't seem right. This is actually one of the newer maps, ReeTubby Land. Now, I don't really know much about it, but it seems like it uses the mainland from Slendytubbies too. But there's something interesting about the house. You can go over to it, and you can see some dancing announcer heads. But what's really strange is that we can't enter the house. There's an invisible wall surrounding it. For no reason. I don't know why. But you can probably guess what we're going to do. We're going to no-clip through. And if we go through, we get to see some plushies. Isn't that cute? You have a plushie for Mac, plushie for Giacomo. I can center on him. Sorry, the controls are a bit sensitive. Plushie for Matthias. Very crystally. And a plushie for Nui. It's awesome. But these aren't the only plushies. There are actually 2 more plushies that we need to find, and I'll get to them right now. And here we have another new map, the Purple Room. Yes, it looks very purpley. Now, Bendylium, or Sulfur, was originally in the base, but now Purple Room is his map, so there's someone new in the base. But there is something over here that we need to check out. You can probably guess what it is, considering what I said in ReeTubby Land. There's a little plushie. Let's hop down. I'll just do this so we can get a better look at it. There it is. I don't know why it's all blacked out. I don't know why, but there it is. Just a little plushie. These little devil horns, too. Alright, so there's just one more Easter egg to look at, and oh, I guess I've been saving the best for last, because to me, it's kind of special. Alright, and here's our last destination. This was yet another map that was added in the 2.0 update. Forgot to mention that about Purple Room, but this is Ferncreek Island. This is where Typhlo and Kitty are at. I'll be sure to make a video of it very soon. But let's get to the Easter eggs. We have this large yellow crystal, but if we go up here, we can find something interesting. Now I'll just do this. Guess I'll kind of place myself there. And if we climb around here, we just have a dancing Typhlo. Isn't that bizarre? Now, Typhlo was originally dancing with Aiden and the Dark Emperor in the Easter egg in the Dark Cave that I showed before, but since Typhlo is no longer part of the Dark Cave, now he's in Ferncreek Island, now he's just dancing here. But there's just one more Easter egg that we need to find, and I guess I won't do a cut, I'll just fly around the map. Get to see the map in all its glory. It's a bit small, but it's fine. Anyways, it's around some blue crystals. I believe these are the ones. I'm not sure, but if we look around, there's a little Typhlo plushie. Look at that. So cute. I legitimately want one. I'd pay good money for a Typhlo plushie. There he is. Oh, look at him. So many colorful crystals. I don't know why I decided to stab him. But anyways, that is all of the Easter eggs that I could find. I don't know if there are any more Easter eggs. If there are, I'll be sure to make an update video. But for now, these are all the Easter eggs that are in the game, to my knowledge. So that will be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't mind me climbing this palm tree. Alright, goodbye!